So what is pulse sensor? Pulse sensor is an electronic device that we use to measure the heart rate of a person, and it uh, it actually detect the changes in blood volume in our body. So we usually put this sensor on our fingertip, earlobe, and wrist. So now I will explain about the working principle of pulse sensor. So first of all, our sensor has a light emission. This sensor has a light sources, usually colored in green or red or infrared LED. So this light shine and it will penetrate through our skin. For example, if we put it on our fingertips, so it will penetrate through the skin and goes down to our uh, blood vessel. So moving on to the next one is light detection. So a photo detector such as photodiode or phototransistor is which are in our sensor will measure the amount of light that reflected or transmitted back. For example, like the first one, we will emitted the light to our blood vessel, and then it will this light photo detector will detect the amount of light that come back or transmitted back to the sensor. So moving on to the next one is pulse detection. As the heart rate beats, blood volume in the capillaries increase and decrease. So this changes how much light. This changes how much light is absorbed or reflected. So the sensor detect the small changes as a pulse. So last but not least is signal conversion. So the changes that we detect detect before the pulse. So this signal conversion will convert the pulse into the electrical signal. So the signal is usually processed by and such as we will filter it and amplify it and send it to the microcontroller. For example, in this case, we use Arduino to calculate the heart rate in beats per minute. So next one is component of pulse sensor. So in this pulse sensor, we have a reverse mount LED, light photo sensor, reverse protection diode, and OM.
So for my part, I will explain about comparison between our sensor, which is pulse sensor, and ECG, electrocardiogram sensor, and pressure sensor for BP. So for the first one, pulse sensor, what is the type of our sensor? The type of our sensor is optical type, which is contained of two main parts, LED and photodiode. So the sensor sends light change based on our blood flow. And this type of transistor is photodiode, which is it convert light into electrical voltage. So for this type of sensor, it has moderate accuracy compared to the others, and this type of sensor is analog voltage from the light reading. Okay. For the next sensor, which is ECG sensor or electrocardiogram sensor. This type of sensor, we call it as bioelectrical sensor. And what does it sense? It sends electrical signal from heart muscle. And then for this type of transducer that this device use is electrodes, which is it convert bio signal into electrical or voltage signal. So this device has very high accuracy for its reading, and the type that it The type of signal that this device read is electrical voltage from the body that it used to be measured. So for the next sensor that we want to compare with other sensor is pressure sensor, which is used for blood pressure. So the type of the sensor is piezoresistive, which is it conclude with two elements, pressure and resistance. For what does this pressure sense? The sensor used to sense pressure change in arteries. So this type of transducer, this type of transducer is pressure sensitive element, which is it convert pressure reading to voltage reading, and this sensor has also high accuracy, but it low from ECG. But still, it considered high because it is high compared to our pulse sensor. And then for this type of signal, it convert. For this type of signal type, it converts voltage from pressure pulse.
So is it our transducer is active or passive? So the answer is active because it needs external power sources to convert the heartbeat physical input into an electrical signal. So why we use a light in pulse sensor instead of other signal? Because blood absorbs light, especially in the red and infrared range. And the second one is changes in light absorption directly flow the heartbeat, make it easy to detect pulse rate. So what will happen if the external power source is removed? The pulse sensor will stop working because it cannot power the LED or process signals without electricity. So to be clear, type of signal does the pulse sensor output? Is it analog or digital? So clearly the raw signal is analog, continuous. In modern sensor, it is often processed and converted to digital for easier reading by microcontrollers. So what is other types of transducer active others than pulse sensor is thermocouples, photovoltaic cells, piezoelectric sensor, and microphones. So after they done the research, we find out that our technology is pulse sensor is a secondary system, which is the primary system is from our human cardiovascular system, which is generate the pressure pulse. It's the primary system, and then go to the psychological signal like a pressure pulse in arteries into electrical signal. So that is why our technology is secondary system.
Hello guys, my name is Muhammad Amirul Haziq. I want to present about our circuit. First of all, of course, we have Arduino Uno, and second we have pulse heart rate, which is we have terminal S, positive and negative. We use with LED. We connect with 330 ohm, and we use display OLED 0.96. Okay, first of all, for pulse sensor, as terminal we connect with a node in Arduino, and positive we connect with 5 volt in Arduino. For negative we connect with ground. For LED, at the cathode we connect with 330 ohm, and we connect to A1 in Arduino Uno. And for anode, we connect to ground. So for display ground, we connect with ground Arduino. For VCC, we connect with 5 volt. For SCL, we connect with A5, and SDA we connect with A4. So basically for our circuit, when we touch the pulse, the LED we follow the beat of our heart. So the display will calculate the heart rate and will display how much our BPM. So that's all for me. Thank you.